What's good, guys? Welcome. It's another beautiful day right here in the city of Lagos. My name is Madichi, and you are tuned in to Fuze Unbothered, brought to you by Upfront and Personal. This is where we share with you all the teas happening across the country, globally, and everything. I'm not here alone. I have the gang
everywhere.
ABA Kids is here, guys. What's going on? Energy up. Holla.
This is Gabby, and I'm ready for the conversation. You guys, you're gonna have a good time.
That's right. You're gonna have a good time. So don't shut that down. We'll be right back.
Holla.
I used to care for the world's opinion. I used to fear their rejection. I used to beg for validation. And I used to wait to be seen. But the fire that burned in me was hotter. And the passion that lived in me had a voice of its own. So I stopped waiting and started to act. I stopped fearing and started to live. And when they thought I'd fail, I stepped into my power.
Because my time is now.
Amstel Malta, be your best.
Fuze Unbothered.
Now, following the tragic incident that happened in Owo in Ondo State, Nigeria, there's been a lot of people come out to talk about how difficult it has been to move on and all of that. Now, popular Nigerian comedian Lekwashas Bosse has actually come out to express her disgust, for lack of better words, concerning how people have actually moved on so quickly for an event that just occurred barely 48 hours ago. Now, she has said a lot of people have gone on with their lives, posting skits and all of that, posting pictures, with no sense of being sentimental about the issue. Now I'm asking myself, what exactly does she want Nigerians to do? This is me not being biased or anything, but I feel like we've had a lot of things happen like this several. I mean, we've had the case of NSAS where there were a lot of, this is not going to happen. We're not going to take this from the government. We saw a lot of celebrities come out to express concerns about it, and we moved on. This was in October 2020, I guess. Now, there was a case of a young girl being killed in a train. There was Deborah's issue. There was a young man being killed just because of 100 naira. Now, we've seen a lot of cases like this happen. And I feel like Nigerians have got to that point where we feel like, just live your life. Anything can happen at any point. Like we shouldn't just sit back and mourn over an issue, because tomorrow we don't know what tomorrow might bring. So she coming out, of course I understand where she's coming from, but at this point all we need to see is actions. We're tired of talking. We're tired of posting pictures. Condolence to this. We commemorate to the families of this and that. We want actions from the government.
As much as we want actions, also we also need to understand that we're getting to that point where everybody's tired of talking.
Yeah.
So I get what she's saying, that people have moved on, but do you really think people have moved on? Do you think people have moved on like that? Yeah, some people of the school of thought that what might have happened might be somewhat a level of political distraction, but we don't know how that is true.
Agree.
Because
I
mean,
agree.
the masses are like pawns in the chess game of politics. You get me? I don't know what exactly I'm going to tag what happened as, but it was definitely a disaster. It was heartbreaking. It was very, very sad. That gruesome massacre. A lot of people are still talking about it. We're going to talk about it. But right now, words are not doing enough. Now we need to put actions into what we expect. And this action has to do with trying as much as possible to be involved in the electoral process of the country. So we are now clamoring that everybody has to get their PVC and get involved, and not just be involved in conversations online and offline. We now need to put actions, and the actions that we can, because right now, as much as we want actions, the government is just going to come out and tell us, they condemn such acts. Nobody loses their jobs. We don't hear anything. We don't know if that's the plan of the security structure, not to inform the public until they now finally apprehend the culprits. We don't know what they're doing.
So far we've seen a lot of action. I think you were talking about the vice president going to the scene.
Yes, the vice president has gone. He has gone to the scene. But I think what annoys me about the whole scene is that the police force has come out and said, we have found that there were explosives on scene.
In the church.
So they feel the need to give updates on everything that is happening in terms of, how far their investigations are going, to be honest. So I think let the security system do their job. That's what I would say. Pope Francis.
But are they really doing their job? Go on with Pope Francis.
What can we do? Pope Francis has come out and condemned the killing.
Yeah, he has.
You know, but the thing is, here's the thing. Let the security system do their job. Let the government handle this. We as the people, I will just say that what I know for sure is that people are taking individual actions. People that are saying it's time to leave, they're taking that action.
But
people that are
200
saying,
million people can't leave.
I know, that's the
Japan.
truth. 200 million people can't leave, but one can. Two people can.
You see what
Do you
Gabby is
understand?
saying?
No, but I'm serious.
Gabby, I see what you're doing. I see what you're doing.
I'm not saying that. This is a really, really, sad, thing that we're
very
actually
sad
talking
stuff.
about.
But
But I'm serious. I feel like more people are taking their, desire, to actually leave the country and turning it into action. People that are not doing that are coming together and saying, let's come together. Let's get our PVCs. Let's take, voting for the upcoming election very seriously. So honestly, I understand what Pastor's boss is saying.
Yeah, I feel like
since kids coming up just right
it doesn't
after.
necessarily mean people are not actually putting it in mind. People want to be happy. Nigerians are happy people, so it doesn't necessarily mean they are not thinking about it.
I want to agree with Ruga, who says, "Are you sure it's PVC or everybody should get strapped up right now?" Because we might just have to get strapped up if it's getting close to the west like this. It's scary.
I'm telling you, one thing that Pastor's bosses should know is that people are very aware of the situation.
Yeah, definitely.
Just because they're not making posts relating to the threats in security does not mean that people are not very aware.
Yeah.
Even Tasha, reality TV star came out and said, you know what? She was also expressing similar disappointment, about how fast people have moved on, and she's saying, I think people should even really understand, what's their we keep looking to the federal government saying the government is not doing this, that most people don't even understand what the local government in their community is supposed to do.
They don't even know their local government chairman's name.
Exactly.
It's as bad as that.
Yes. So she's saying that people should not just be more aware about their need to actually vote in this election, but they should also be aware of what goes on in politics. I think this is the first time in a long time that I'm actually very interested and very aware of what goes on in politics around here.
Not in a long time, Gabby, in forever.
Thank you.
Enjoy the simple moments where you get. Show your style, don't go limit yourself. I beg you, no let worries scatter your head. Oh, don't forget, make sure say you be yourself. Hey, chop life, live life, do the things when go make you happy. Them know like I'm too once left. Everybody gets your own flavor. Chop life, drink up, one glass of Martin as you step down. Them know like I'm too once left. Everybody gets your own flavor. Oh, yeah, flavor. Elele, yeah.
Multina, share happiness.
Fuze Unbothered.
Okay, moving on. A man has come out and he has said, based off of what we're hearing that's going on in the country, I have an advice for you. Please, don't jackpot if you don't have plans.
Which is a very good advice.
Yeah, very good advice, of course. So he shares. Is it very good actually?
Actually, very good advice.
I think I'm going to debate that very good.
I think I'm actually indifferent about it. I mean,
I'm
how
debating
are you
it. I
going to
don't
live without a
think
plan?
this is good advice. He shows a part of LA, Los Angeles, in the United States, and he shows people sleeping in the tents.
No, I never see anything yet. Now they talk say when I want Jack back come off for the Niger. You never see anything. Now Los Angeles, California be this way. They see LA, Hollywood. Now Hollywood we dey so make yourself they know where you dey. They see say now Hollywood you dey. But before you see go talk say make you just a Jack back. They come out for Nigeria, maybe they think and first. Think of what you want to do, how you want to live your life, what be the way forward, what you want to do for that side. Because you know one day like this, say people they live inside tent. You think say now play, or you think say then say they're gone, they lie to the inside there. More anything when they do and well. If they do cryptocurrency, they crypto well. if you dey into lands, they do your business where any kind of thing wey you dey do, my brother also tight too, because japa no be the way.
But if you ask me, I'd rather sleep in the tents, in a place that is safe, in a place where things are working, than sleep in my house when you don't even know what's going on.
I agree because that's what. Yes, I saw that video and I was like, this is in every country.
You are talking there.
Nigeria, there's ghetto in every country. So showing us a part of Los Angeles won't change anything. I mean, people have done it over and over again.
Man talking. Like, yo, no matter what you show me,
I'm still gonna japa. Whatever that means.
That man talking from over there, why not come here and say what you're saying here? Why is your location abroad when you're complaining about how bad things are? Come and stay here.
I feel like every country has its pros and cons, so no country is perfect.
But here's the thing, I kind of agree with what he's saying, and this is why a lot of people do not have a plan. I feel like maybe if you're going for educational purposes or maybe medical reasons or business reason, that's still a plan. But if you're just going just to escape and you have nothing to offer, you don't have any personal value that would be required, not just internationally, and you're not willing to also blend into the system, that shows. So
Ebi's basically saying that it's good to go but have a plan.
Have a skill, makeup, Barbie, making hair, all the things are quite expensive over there.
We'll go now on the short break, but we have a plan to come back. Don't go anywhere.
I used to care for the world's opinion. I used to fear their rejection. I used to beg for validation. And I used to wait to be seen. But the fire that burned in me was hotter. And the passion that lived in me had a voice of its own. So I stopped waiting and started to act. I stopped fearing and started to live. And when they thought I'd fail, I stepped into my power.
Because my time is now.
Amstel Malta. Be your best.
Fuze Unbothered.
I like the efforts that youth are now putting out there to make sure that everybody gets their PVC and gets involved in the electoral process. June 11th, which is later this week, a couple of influencers, Nigerian music artists and celebrities will be at the Tafawa Balewa Square from like 9 a.m. to also sensitize the general public on the reason and the necessity to be involved in this electoral process. So on June 11th, 9 a.m., all road leads to Tafawa Balewa Square, Lagos Island. Fauzi is going to be there.
Yeah, because
a lot of influencers, celebrities.
Mr. Macaroni.
There's also going to be free buses.
And
you have no reason not to get your PVC.
Yeah, I mean, I also heard they're going to help people out with people that have the temporary voters card and want to get their PVC.
Even if you don't have a card at all, you're
people
going to be
that
able
have
to
not registered at all. There's going to be different outlets, different points where INEC will be stationed to help people out with this process. So please, 11th of June. Now we are saying this because a lot of people have put in so much efforts. People are going to be out there for you, and not just you, because your vote counts and you're also influential to the selection of the next leader. 2023 is here already.
That's right.
It's literally here. All right. And I know many people are of the opinion that they don't want to get involved because they are scared and all that. The way it is right now, even from inside your house, anything can happen. So just still come outside and let's get involved. The election is next year, and everything you're going to be involved in would not be more than an hour. You are just going to come, cast your vote, and leave. 1 hour of your life.
Even if it's a day, it's worth it.
Even if it's a day, one day is going to determine another 4 to 8 years.
Yeah,
more like 8 years actually.
I just had to put 4 to 8 years. You get me? So it's either 4 years or 8 years. So please. I have my PVC. Do you have yours?
Sorry
to cut you. I know I saw a tweet of P Square. I think it's Paul right now that said he was not going to allow anybody into his office. All his staff.
I think that was Peter.
That was Peter. All members of his staff must
his
have.
management team.
Everybody must have
PR,
Nobody
everybody
just have
is-
access to him.
yeah.
And I
Yeah.
think that's actually a good thing. I know sometimes you might have to cut some people some slack and all that, but it's good. Let people, like, you can't withdraw money now without your PVC.
Wow, maybe they're saying that one. But what I know is whether the celebrities look like they're doing it for us, or whether it looks like they're doing it for them. Whatever you feel that their motive is, doesn't really matter. What's important is what your own motive is.
That's
Do
right.
it for yourself. Do
That's
it for
right.
your generation unborn.
Yeah, for your
At this
generation.
point, we owe ourselves, I'm good girl. And I think it's not even enough to just have your PVC. Vote in the right candidates. That's just what I'm
Yes,
going to say.
be very, very smart.
Use your right.
Be careful.
Exercise it.
Think
rightly.
about it. Be a very, very obedient Nigerian.
Yes,
Not
that's
patriotic.
right.
Do you
Okay,
understand?
okay. So
Yeah,
I'm also going to mention that we have a congratulations to give out.
That's right.
Yes, congratulations to Banky W.
Banky W.
Banky W has finally clinched the ticket to be the flag bearer of PDP.
Yes,
for House of Rep Etiosa constituency, and that's a big deal. I mean, it was first somewhat cheated, according to what we found
was
out.
He had a
cancelled by
win,
the party
but,
leader.
The election was
But
cancelled.
they shall cancel the first election, and
I saw the video where they were counting the votes in a mop bucket, but I mean, I love this win. Congratulations to him.
Congratulations to Banky W. Wish you all the very best.
Yes, yes.
Go there
Yeah.
and represent also.
All right, guys, that's the much we can take today on Fuze Unbothered. Join us same time, same station tomorrow. Until next time, stay fused.
Holla.
Upfront and personal, world-class business, world-class consultants.